another countries video, so it's going to be a little short. But yeah, here we go with today's country, which is Liechtenstein. So yeah, here we go and see where we go. And it's like during antiquity, what is now Liechtenstein was integrated into nearby powers like Roman Empire, and there were military camps located nearby while a road ran through the region. By the 3rd century AD, Germanic tribes destroyed a nearby camp and overran the territory. And during most of the early Middle Ages, Liechtenstein, nearby area, became part of a large and powerful Frankish kingdom. And around 1000 AD, after the breakup of the said kingdom, it became part of the Holy Roman Empire, alongside what was Middle Francia, and it was during a late medieval period, with the German language became unambiguous throughout the land. And although it remained part of the Holy Roman Empire, the rise of the Liechtenstein dynasty in 1699 signalled a new area in the region, as the family claimed land in nearby areas and had a high position, but were unable to exercise much power within the HRE due to lack of direct land ownership from the crown. And this permitted the Liechtenstein family to purchase the lordship of Schellenberg, as well as Vaduz, which is the capital of Liechtenstein. No smaller holdings were accountable directly to the emperor. And following the purchase, the United Territory was named Liechtenstein and became a principality and sovereign state of the Holy Roman Empire in 1718, and joined the Napoleonic Wars. The defeat suffered by the empire resulted in a lack of any real authority over Liechtenstein, and with a tiny state would become a member of the German Confederation in the 19th century. And these events essentially resulted in what would later become lasting sovereignty and independence from Liechtenstein. And next, moving on to the 20th century, Liechtenstein was close to the Austro-Hungarian Empire, until it was kind of dissolved at the end of World War One, and the principality suffered economically and grew closer to Switzerland as a result to kind of recover, and was able to remain neutral during World War Two. And the family did have a portion of their possessions taken, as well as they were considered by some to belong to Germany, even though they share no land border with Germany. And since then, Liechtenstein has continued along its own path with close ties to the Swiss, and as a result of low corporate taxation, the country is a haven for many companies, and has now become one of the world's richest nations. And officially, the monarchy holds many more powers than others throughout Europe, and these are used sparingly in practice. Yes, but and kind of the neighbours and all that. In the regions of Switzerland closest to it, Austria and Germany above. The people of Liechtenstein kind of speak German, as it is the official language of German is the official language of Liechtenstein, and all official documentation, newspapers and all that are written in German. And unlike in Germany and all that, people speak dialects of the language, and in Liechtenstein each village kind of has its own dialect kind of thing, which is kind of something for a country that small, as it is tiny. And it's historically the dialects lean towards Austria, and therefore shares much of its with Vorarlberger cousins. But in the 19th century, there had been closer links to Switzerland, and there was a shift to dialects to Swiss German, whereas Swiss dialects can be a bit more guttural. Now the German spoken in Liechtenstein can be a little bit more melodic and can be sometimes be confused with Scandinavian languages. And the most marked difference between the village dialects is the Triesenberger dialect, which originated from Canton Wallis in western Switzerland. And most of the valley villages speak similar dialects, although words and phrases do disappear. And in the Unterland dialects, which still have links to the Austrian dialects from the other side of our country next door. And the languages recordings are also available for anyone interested in learning the different dialects of Liechtenstein. And they demonstrate the village dialects through a series of interviews and reminiscences and all that. And there's moving on to legends and all that. And powering through this, as I really could not find a lot, and the scripts are only 2 pages long. So yeah, there's a long tradition in Liechtenstein of recounting legends and passing them down through generations. And many of the legends tell of fear and superstitions represented in the forms of devils, witches and natural spirits. All of us explain how the iconic parts of Liechtenstein, natural landscapes like the Three Sisters mountain peaks came to be. And yeah, first of them is, there isn't exactly a title as such for this. On the Feast of Assumption on the 15th of August, 3 sisters went up the Gafur above the village of Pranken to pick berries, and they walked along the path. They heard sounds of church bells announcing the holy feast. All the sisters suggested that they should go to church, but the other 2 replied that the baskets had to be full of berries before they returned to the village. And towards the end of the afternoon, the baskets were full, and the sisters headed back home. On the way, they met a beautiful woman who asked them for some berries, and the sisters were reluctant to give her. Anyone replied that people who want berries should pick them themselves, and all of a sudden a halo appeared around their head of a woman, and she spoke to them. "You have dishonoured my holy day and refused my request. Your hearts are of stone, therefore as a punishment you shall be turned into stone and stay here forever." Upon saying that, the 3 sisters were transformed into the huge rocks, which would form that day and became known as the 3 Sisters. And there's can be a legend for each municipality. And there's some municipalities that are particularly well known for the legends, for Duisenberg, Triesen and Belzers. Each of the 11 municipalities has its own legends, kind of thing. And often a legend is associated with a particular municipality because of the local buildings, people in the area of land mentioned. Like Die Jungfrau from Gutenberg is from Balzers. There's Die Tauberhacker is from Triesen, and Die Wadmani from Triesenberg. Der Logas Schimmer is from Vaduz. There's Der Gutschapari from Schonan, and the Geist bei der Kapelle is from Franken. Der Goldenbus is from Eschen, Nendeln. There's the Van Bunen from Moren, Schachwell, die Gramprina, Rheinmühl from Gramprin, there's Geisterhaus from Schellenberg, and Einhex als Hund from Rugel. Sorry for butch German. I knew about German, so yeah. one more quick fact before I go. It's like one of only two doubly landlocked countries in the world. The only other doubly landlocked country is Uzbekistan, I think it is. But like I know it kind of has a coast, but like it isn't. They like the bodies of water in like Uzbekistan aren't technically like bodies of water, like the sea and all that. Like technically the sea and all that, like the Atlantic and Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean kind of thing. So yeah, it's like the only it's like in a double landlocked country is a country surrounded by landlocked countries. So yeah, Liechtenstein is surrounded by Austria and Switzerland, both of which are landlocked. So yeah, I'm gonna say bye for now, and I'll see you all very soon.